Alright. Hopefully we feel like playing this time. I don't know. We got a minute to decide. We got a minute to decide. I took a caffeine pill. Maybe that'll help. You know what? I haven't done a little shot of rhodiola in a minute. Let me do that. It's not his shot. It's a fingernail's worth of fucking rhodiola. I don't know what to call this tiny spoon thing. A key bump of rhodiola, except it's not a drug, so... And you do it with your mouth. I'm sure you could snort it, but it gets sticky and oily, so I don't think there would be a point. That was only half this spoon. Damn it. And I got my hair in my mouth. Give me my spoon back. I used to know a girl who wore little spoons for earrings to do drugs with. To do ketamine with. Bro, let me get my rhodiola, bro.
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
Alright, I gotta undo the bag because I barely, well, I have plenty spoons left, but it just gets stuck at the bottom. You want first pick? Oh, whatever, man. It's your life. Alright, that's enough rhodiola, finally. How does my support looks? How did last game go? Last game I got bored at the beginning of the game and didn't want to play. Alright, I remember that now.
Quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
Hopefully rhodiola gives me motivation. Motivation? Such an aggravation. I forget the Sum 41 song. I don't know. I don't remember how it goes. Moo. That was me when I was fucking 13 or 12 to fucking 20, 21. Yeah. For a while. Except before I was 18, I wasn't allowed to dye my hair because my parents were very strict. But I couldn't dye my hair until I turned 18. Then I dyed my hair all sorts of colors. A lot of the time it was pink because I liked pink, but sometimes it was blue, sometimes it was green.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I could dye this part of my hair. I'm just afraid of going near the scalp with
Minions
bleach.
have spawned.
Now that like my hair is getting thinner. Seraphine's pretty old now. Bro, Lux, why do you have lethal tempo, bro? What are you doing? And you have barrier? Jesus Christ, man. Lethal tempo, Lux, bro. And you stole my first CS. Huge, bro. Huge. Gotta love that, man. Motivation, such an aggravation. Hesitation. I think that's how it goes. I don't remember now. Bro, I'm just so heavy. She's so heavy. Oh, it's close. And I walk back up. I have not learned my lesson, bro. And I'll do it again. I'm more than nothing at this time. God damn it, bro. Does he die? No. Nice. Fuck you. Did I get the kill? Motivation. Such an aggravation. Hesitation. Fuck, I can't remember the song, man. I just listened to it like within this week. I don't know, I forget lyrics so quickly, bro. I forget everything so quickly, honestly. I used to have such good memory, but now I don't know if it's because all the pills I take or if it's just natural schizophrenia bullshit. But now my memory's shot to hell, bro. Once upon a time, though, I had really good memory. But it's been a while since that happened. Or maybe it's because of all the drugs I did in my youth. I like how I count 27 as past youth. It kinda is, it's kinda old. It's pretty close to 30, and once you hit 30 you're no longer youth. I think you become full adult, bro. You become actual. Bro, but I can't wait to be 30, man. No, it's not like I'll fucking be any wiser. Well, I might be wiser, but I won't be smarter. I got enough for Sheena, but just back. I guess she just backed, so she probably doesn't want to back yet. I can't wait for this, and I'm not gonna wait or get the attack speed item.
An ally has been slain.
Aggravation. Such a situation. Is that mana? Oh, bro, that was way closer than I thought it would be. If I knew it was gonna be that close, I would have chased. But I might have died down off, so. It would have been dumb. I just didn't expect that damage. Guess I do have Sheen, so then auto probably did 70 more damage than expected. Or like 50 more. After their armor. Motivation. Bruh. Bruh. Bruh, I just missed all of them, bro. Bro doesn't have blue buff and he's just keeping his W on. Wild. Bro, have I missed every minion for the past 6 minions? Past 8 minions? I think so, man. Holy shit, man. Oh, bro, okay. Let's just walk out of the way. I get 2 swords. And then, aggravation. Motivation, such an aggravation. Situation. Is it situation? Is that what he says afterwards? I can't remember, bro. Did I enter her as well? Is that E? I think that's E. I think that leaves the shields. And then choose that. I think I haven't played Seraphine in a while. Have to kill, she's got no mana. Oh god. Got him. Hold him. Hey, don't take my CS, you cunt. Oi, you cunt, don't take my CS. You can barely get CS as it is, man. Oh, that was really nice. I thought they took drag. I think a drag to have to. Just for the passive, what's next? Drag, we give up Contech. No. Moo might take it anyway. But just in case it's tech drag, I'd rather have the 3 hex techs than 2 hex techs. Do I have R? I don't think I would have done enough damage anyway. Bruh. Bruh. I did no damage. No damage. When do I get boots? I only have 3 KP, so... Well, 9:45, I guess a minute. Motivation. Such an aggravation. I wonder how much nicotine I consume per day. Gotta be thousands of milligrams. Well, I vape it, but like I don't know how much actually gets absorbed in my lungs, bro. True. Because I guess every milligram is 100, or 50. Every milliliter is 50 milligrams. And I think the container is 3 milliliters, so it's 150 milligrams per container. And I probably fill it like 3 or 4 times a day. So 150 times 3, so 450. But I don't think 100% of it gets absorbed. I think maybe at most like 30% gets absorbed. I don't know if that's true though. But even at 30%, that would be 150 milligrams. which is probably on the very high end of nicotine consumption. I don't know if I fill it 2 or 3 times a day though. It might just be 2 times a day. Okay, so it'd be like 100 milligrams. Damage? Oh, I should have buried. Didn't see my health. Very low.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has
3,
been
2,
slain.
1. We came to fuck. Everybody party till the gas man comes. Party like Bowie in the morning sun. Get a fucking violation, the view till it's gone. I don't remember the lyrics. I think that one's enough. The guitar at least. I don't remember. No, there's a F and a F major. I don't remember. Not F major, F sharp. I don't remember. I remember there's a D in the guitar on that one. At least the chords I was using. I don't know if they were the official chords. I know they come out with official chord books for stuff, but like chord and sheet music for this stuff. I wish I learned sheet music earlier, so I didn't have to learn it now or in the future. But one day I will learn it. It might just be a while. How did I miss? My Q is such a long cooldown, what I missed. Maybe. No.
An enemy has been slain.
That was a shot in the dark. Into the board. Bro, 10 HP, bro. 10 HP, you gotta be shitting me, mate. If I had 10 more damage, bro, that was a kill. Eat Tweedle kill. We got 3.6 life steal plus 4. So we're at 7.6
Your team has destroyed
life steal and 4% omnivamp. Nice. Nice.
An enemy has been slain.
I like going heavy omnivamp on Ezreal because W and E are magic, R is magic. Q's only AD, and even though you do Q the most, WE is a good combo. Did we get that drag? Oh, I'm glad we did because it's fucking cloud drag. Actually, I'm glad we did. If it was a Hex Factor, I got B set, but since it's cloud drag, means we only have to get 2 of them to get 15% move speed, or whatever it is. It's so ridiculous, like it's just a ridiculous amount of move speed. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, 15% increase to 50% for 6 seconds after R barrel. That's just insane. Like 15% is 2 move speed items, slightly more than 2 move speed items. If you get Phantom Dancer, which almost no one can get Phantom Dancer because almost no one wants that much attack speed instead of damage. And most of the time you get Phantom Dancer, you're like, well, I could've gotten Runins. And I would've done more damage. Okay, I missed, bruh, you took my kill. For that, I will kill you. Even though I didn't. Unlucky. I did not kill the Lux for taking my kill. Okay, Okay, you could not steal any of my CS that time. Holy shit, top is gone. Yorick's actually doing his job of being Yorick and completely pushing the shit out of lanes. Did we get ripped? No, he just actually naturally pushed all of top already. I would give him bot to push, but I kinda just want the fucking... Oh, he punched my knee. Oh, he's out of the... I'm not making it out of this. Unless... No, he queued. He queued. He has collector too, that's wild. Oh no, that was the MF's collector. Okay. Wondering how I got true damage, but that was MF, not you. Looks like she's going Bloodthirster next. Does every ADC build Doran's bow now? Like, I get on some ADCs where you need attack speed. Like Ashe, fucking
Your team has destroyed.
Kaisa, fucking Twitch, you kinda need attack speed, but like some ADCs you just build hella damage for. Bruh. You're dead. I autoed you to death and I'm not zero. Get wrecked. I'm mad that I didn't get the Seraphine though. It was like 20 HP. I expected her to die. But I guess I don't have that damage yet. But I have the motivation to play late, you know, which is nice. It might have been the extra caffeine pill, or it might have been the fucking more Q and your stuff in turret. Why do you have TP? Holy, I just half HP'd her with WQ. That's huge. Huge damage. Huge damage. 200, 400 plus, 94 plus, 62. Oh, that would be 550? No, 650. Q does 650 and W does 200, but W will soon do 300 plus whatever. We go this. We want that life steal. He has life steal. He has life steal. He has life steal. He has this one. That's weird. She didn't even build the green item, whatever it's called. She also hasn't gotten her trinket. She hasn't picked one. Isn't there one for healing and shielding? Although, like, I feel like building heal shield on fucking Seraphine is kinda trash. She does so much damage if you just build AP on her. Like, just pure AP and you'll be more useful than fucking heal.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Like, her AP ratios are good, unless they nerfed her. Maybe they did, but I'm pretty sure Seraphine's still a good ADC. I don't think they nerfed her AP ratios.
Shut down.
Well, young Lace. I wasn't there, but I'm gonna go here. Wait, that was Tibbers? I don't think he got a triple kill, but I think he got one of the kills. I think he gains move speed when she dies. I'm not sure though. Yes, I have no damage yet. Not even 3. You son of a bitch, you weren't trying to take my minion. Wait, how did I miss that motherfucker, bro? I actually don't know how I missed him. Let's see. Running. I'm feeling. I got no flash, I'm dead. Got the E, but too late. Just a little bit of AP. I guess this does max health, and I'm pretty sure the pool of tears does max health. But I'm not 100% confident. I'm pretty sure though. I don't know. It's been a long time since I played a movie. But I think it does flat AP, which can be increased, and then pool of tears does where I miss. Okay, I think he's dead. Did not give me low enough. He's 09. I shouldn't have wasted my time. I guess it's one more thing for blood mysteries. They should unnerf them. I guess they're still OP, but not their current bullshit. I didn't have any way to prolong that damage. Sorry, the what for? Are you running this? No, you're stuck, bro. I'm pretty sure you could have just tanked 2 shots and walked out, bro, but like, don't let me tell you how to play. Who has armor? He might build armor, maybe. He might build death stance. None of them have armor. She still doesn't have a fucking trinket, bro. Like a real trinket. Alright. But none of them have armor. Maybe we go straight into one of these. Do I want 5% more total healing off Q? Or do I want an auto attacks, or do I want 10% healing off everything? I think I want 10% healing off everything. And like it stacks higher, what it's 80 AP, which would be the equivalent of 80 damage basically for our 80 damage equivalent per W. Higher damage equivalent per E. It's just better than and it has 40 damage, so it's not completely useless on Q. It's the same as Bork's stats, honestly, and maybe Scimitar, I don't know. I think I kill him here. I just gotta... He should have used. I missed my W though. Unlucky. Fucking lucky, mate. How does stun E work on fucking on her? Like, I actually don't know. Some games she has a stun on her E, and some games she doesn't. I don't know what causes it. I have more healing than this guy. And I'll look up when heal, or when he gets low HP, I think he has more. I don't have mistake. I'm in the star in direction. I missed. I thought that might get Seraphine, but I needed to aim lower. I guess it was in a random direction and it's just without sight. Bro! Bro, stop dying to Yi! Dies to Yi. What the fuck? We all died to Yi. Well... well... We should have just gone to Dragon and all been there as 5, bro. And then I'm pretty sure one of us would have landed a stun. One of us would have landed a stun if all 5 of us were together. Well, only 3 of us have stuns or roots, so... Where's the hex blade? 2100. Did he build? Why is he building life? What does that build into?
An enemy has been
I don't know. He could be going now. Crazy builds. That didn't kill him, bro? Holy. Get him, York. Mystery. Rip. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just didn't have goals nearby. My ult cooldown. 57. Pretty high compared to the other game. Alright, stun his ass. Okay, we got him this time. What about... How are you at 0 HP? Maybe I shouldn't have trolled and said that then. I just thought it would be funny. That was worth. The meme was worth. I don't even know why you get armor pen. Like WE does more damage than Q. W does same damage as Q now. And then plus C it's more. Honestly, is hybrid build? Well, what else can I do that's hybrid? Gensu? But Gensu's just kind of fucking useless. On Ezreal. What else is hybrid? Static Shiv, but it's not much of either. And it gives attack speed too, which is fucking useless. And I don't think it gives CDR. I don't think there's any hybrid that gives CDR, bro. Bro, how did that not fucking... How did that not fucking, kill him, bro? Oh, just push. Push. Bro, we got this shit, man. We got this shit in the bag. He's just wasting our time. Run away. Run away. I forget what how zombie goes. Where is it? Hollywood. It's one of the cranberry songs. GG. 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 No one trash talked, and everyone was okay on my team. Ain't that some shit? One of the rare games where I was just in a good team. That also didn't trash talk. It's usually when I'm on a good team, there's one guy that's just fucking trash talking, one guy that's just rage baiting. Some bullshit like that, you know? It's rare to get a game where everyone's just like chill. Everyone's just like cool. I might have been the most toxic person on my team because of the all-star Baron bullshit. that was pretty toxic, but I thought it was funny too. But that was pretty rage bait. I don't know. I might have been the most toxic person on my team, honestly, with that one comment. If I didn't type that, I was chill, but I had to type it just because I found it funny. Oh. I gotta get more water. I'ma go get more water, and it will be cold, and I will be happy. Let me fill this guy up. You don't regret a single day. A girl. Alright. Alright, what's the half-life of Raylar, bro? I don't know how long it lasts. I know the peak happens about an hour after you take it, but you only prescribed me one. Oh, really? That's a long-ass time. 8 to 17 days. That is actually just insane. That is actually insane. Steady state takes a few weeks to reach, but that means as you take it, your the active amount in your system is getting bigger and bigger. Let me think. What's because how long would it take? I don't know. There's a formula for finding steady state, but I don't feel like thinking about math. Because you just have to find what the half-life is. And every half-life reaches some point, like a critical point where it's just like a useless dose, but if you keep adding doses every day, like, there's a curve, basically, where it reaches peak dose. But if the half-life is that long, the peak dose... I don't, like, actually do a formula for it, I just think about it after a few hours. But if it's 200 hours, that would take a while to think about how long it would take for a steady state. But if it's that long of a half-life, I'm not worried about a steady state then. But it will take a while to actually feel the full dose. What's the half-life of Resperdone? That was my old antipsychotic. 21 to 30 hours. But nowhere near as long. But it will take a while to feel the true dose of the what's it called? I guess that's why I'm on 1.5 milligrams of this stuff, is because it'll take a while to reach the actual amount that'll be in my system at any given time. It will take a while. Yeah, that's alright though. But the peak is definitely about... Like, I feel something after about an hour. I feel a little bit strange, but then I go back to normal after a little bit, so... There's something happening with the drug after an hour. Maybe it's being converted to that metabolite or whatever it said. Because it's not actually the drug itself that's has the 2 to 3 week half-life. It's some sort of metabolite. I don't remember. But maybe before it becomes that metabolite and does something weird to you. Because I feel weird. Not like bad weird or good weird, it's just strange. It's not a weird where I get anxiety and shit, so I'm alright with it, but I feel weird immediately after taking, well, not immediately, about an hour after taking it, and then for about 2 hours after taking it, it stops. So, I don't know. I do not know. But I'm sure after taking it for a few weeks, I'll stop feeling the weird stuff. Because my brain will just adjust to it. It's just used to Resperdone. But damn, it has a long half-life. I thought Valium had a long half-life with it being like, well, my doctor said 100 hours, but looking into it, it's like 70 hours or something. Oh well, 40 to 70. It just depends on your body. But I guess there's drugs with 200 to 400 hour half-lives, which is wild. No, I'm just at the starting dose. Oh, yeah. But I was taking like a huge fucking dose of Resperdone. But it's a different drug and it works. I wasn't even at the max dosage for schizophrenia. I was on 8 milligrams a day. I took all 8 milligrams at once, but 16 milligrams a day is max. So I wasn't even on max dose. I thought it was a huge dose, but apparently it wasn't. I just thought it was a huge dose because the max dose of a pill is 4 milligrams. But I guess I'm on max dose of oxorcipine pills, and I'm taking 3 of those a day. So I don't know. So, but I'm almost at max dose of oxorcipine anyway. I'm taking 300 or 3 600 milligram pills a day, and my doctor said max recommended dose would be 4 of those pills. But recommended and actual dose can be 2 different things. Because some people just need more because that's just how it works, and some people need less because that's just how it works. What time did I wake up? 5? 6 maybe? I don't know. I think I streamed when I woke up, but I might have been up for 30 minutes before that. I don't know. I do not know. But I think around 5 or 6. I woke up pretty early, but I went to sleep at like 8:50 or 9. Because I couldn't sleep for almost 2 days, and then I was just like, I'm gonna take half a dose of not half a dose, half a pill of my old antipsychotic because I know that'll knock me out. But I think I'm good now. I think today I'll sleep naturally without having to take my old antipsychotic. My doctor recommended that I taper off the old antipsychotic while I take the new one, but I kinda hate the feeling that the old antipsychotic gives me, so I'm trying to get off it as quick as possible. He recommended a taper of 4 weeks, but I don't think I want to taper for 4 weeks. But I might have to taper for 1 more week if I keep having the sleep problems. I'll just go from 2 to 1 milligram, and then I think I'll probably be good. I think after 1 milligram, the lack of a dose doesn't really make me not sleep, because I've tapered to 1 milligram a day before and then stopped it just to see if schizo is still there. And it's like, it's somewhat there, but it's different. I don't know. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 do. Da 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 do. See. You know what? I'm gonna take a cetirizine before my eyes burn. Taking it after my eyes start burning is a mistake. Because then they burn for 30 minutes before the antihistamine has time to do its job. Maybe I should take one of those every morning just so I don't ever have burning eyes. How many pills of these did I get? Apparently these 500. That is not the actual size of the pill, it's way smaller than that. Never mind. The actual size, it just seems smaller. Apparently it degrades into acetic acid after a while. But hopefully 2 years is not equivalent to after a while. Hopefully it's less than after a while. I don't know. And Benadryl does something weird because I have 2 Benadryl pills. And this one makes me feel different than this one. This one makes me feel weird. Not like too anxious, but just weird. I don't know. But my new one doesn't make me feel weird, so I don't know. There's something different about them, but I got that one like 3 or 4 years ago. And then I didn't really use it too much. That's why it lasted 3 or 4 years. And I didn't use it for like 2 years. And I only had like 20 tablets left. I used to use it every night. Well, almost every night. Just. Which I know they don't recommend. I think after 2 weeks you're supposed to stop. I'm not sure. Do not use to make a child sleepy. Bro, I used to stay up as a kid all the damn time just trying to play on my computer. At first, my parents were pissed, well, for a couple of years, because they're like, you're not sleeping enough. And then when I got into high school, they just let me have my computer in my room finally. Well, at some point. That wasn't like after freshman year. Freshman year, they were like, no, keep it outside so we can see if you're staying up. But eventually, I got it in my own room, and I would just stay up all night playing my computer or watching anime. I got like 3 hours of sleep sometimes. And then for a while, I would just sneak out at night and just drink or do a bunch of drugs with my friends. It was good memories, but probably bad for my brain. Bro, the first drug I did that made me change my mind on drugs, like up until the first time I did Vicodin, like out of recreational shit, I just tried it, and I was like, holy shit, this shit rocks. I found a bottle of old Vicodin I was prescribed for a surgery I had, and apparently I only took like 3 of those pills, and I was prescribed like 60. So, I don't know. I brought that bottle of Vicodin to Costa Rica because my dad was having his teeth like redone, and they didn't want to. Well, they couldn't prescribe him any. Is this illegal to talk about? Nah, whatever. It was my choice. I was 16. There we go. Now it's not illegal. But anyway, he took some of them, and then I found the bottle eventually, and there was like 30 or 40 pills left, and I just tried like 3 of them, and I was like, holy shit, this feels good. And then I went into a roller coaster of doing drugs, bro, for like a month, maybe 2. I would sneak out every night, do drugs, all sorts of shit. And then my parents put me into like a mental hospital thing. I don't know what it's called. It wasn't juvie, but all the kids there definitely belonged in juvie, bro. But it wasn't juvie. It was like a mental hospital thing. But yeah, and the whole time I was there, all I did was read books. I've read like every John Green book he ever published, except The Fault in Our Stars. I don't know if he didn't publish that one yet, or if I was just like, this one's popular, I don't want to read it. But I read like Searching for Alaska, Turtles, all the way down, all of them, and I was like, damn, this is a romance I felt right before I came here. And I read all the books, and I was like, those are good. I've read some other people's books, but I just read every day. That's all I did. One of the counselors tried to like be chill, and he left me in the fucking main area bedroom thing. And I walked out and went to the guy at the front, and I'm like, did they leave me here? He was, the dude that was trying to be chill was like, dude, why would you tell them, man? I was trying to help you out. I was like, damn, bro, I'm too stupid to know that shit. Because I didn't want to do any of the shit they were doing. I just read books everywhere I went. But that year I failed like every class when I finally got back to high school. Not every class, but I was gone for a month, and I got behind on everything, and I was just like, damn, this sucks. But the next year I got back into the swing of things. I think that was junior year. I just like failed everything because, or at least the second semester I failed everything. And then in senior year I did pretty well because I wasn't doing drugs, and I actually like cared about getting a high enough GPA to get a scholarship. So I tried in most of my classes. Still didn't do much homework, but I was always bad at doing homework. But I got the scholarship, and then I fucking dropped out of the fucking first semester of college because all I did was smoke weed again, bro. And then I went back to drugs a few times. But I kind of stopped doing drugs quite a while ago. But I didn't stop drinking until like about 2 years ago. And my schizo pills didn't start working until about 2 years ago, so I'm pretty sure schizo pills work better when you don't drink. So I kinda don't wanna drink again. I did drink the 15th of last month because I just got pissed at my old doctor. And then, well, I switched doctors already, but I just got pissed at my old doctor and I was like, and then I drank 3 beers and fucking puked, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing this shit again. I was just like, okay, let's see if I can go for 3 years this time without drinking. But, yeah. But not drinking has made life a lot easier. But I reset my sober date till the 15th for drinking, so that sucks. But I haven't done heroin or meth in a while. A lot longer than I haven't drank, so. I did amphetamines, but I was prescribed amphetamines, so. I don't count anything I'm prescribed. Because, I'm prescribed it, so I'm like, I'm supposed to take this shit. But I wish I could do amphetamines just because I feel better on them, but I don't even think I can handle amphetamines, honestly. Like, because I just start playing League all day and do nothing but play League, but that's what I do most days anyway, but I just play League the whole time until I feel tired, and then I go to sleep. But last time I was prescribed amphetamines, it was with my old doctor, who I think is just a bad doctor, but she's a new doctor, so I don't think she just has the experience of being a doctor yet. So I don't blame her too much, but I can't fucking see her. So I went back to my old doctor, and he's a lot better. But she would just prescribe me too much in a short time. Like, I would be like, can I change pills? And instead of waiting until I ran out of the current dose of pills, she would just prescribe the new ones immediately. And that just meant I had a whole bunch of extra old pills, and I just ripped it, bro. And I was like, okay, this is no good. I can't be on amphetamines. Can you take me off them? But yeah, so. But I recognized I couldn't be on amphetamines because I was the one that told her. She wasn't the one that was like, oh, you can't do this. I was like, I literally cannot handle this shit, bro. Like, actually, I can't handle this shit. But my original doctor, when he prescribed amphetamines, when I asked for a change, he would wait until my current pills ran out, and then that would be the date where I would get the new ones. And that made sure I never took too many, because I was just like, okay, I have to wait till the new ones come, so I'll just stick on the current dose until the new ones come. And that worked a lot better. But I think that's because he had experience, and he knew, like, I've tried every drug on this planet and all that, so he was like, yeah, I get it, I'm gonna just deal with it the way I think is right. And I think that was the right way to do it, because I never did extra amphetamines. I just did the amphetamines that he prescribed me and then waited kill the new ones. And then, you know, it worked a lot better because I think he was just more experienced with dealing with people that probably would overtake shit if they could. But I also tried Wellbutrin, and Wellbutrin made me feel weird. Like, when I did it, it would make me feel like 1,000 stings everywhere, and it was just no good. And I would feel anxious and shit. It was just no good, man. So then I asked for an SSRI. And then the SSRI was no good. I was already on a different SSRI I knew was good, so we switched it. And then the SSRI was no good because it just made me feel anxious and shit, and it made me feel no good. So then I was like, okay, can we just go back to everything that was on before, except we just take the Wellbutrin off and I'll be tired all day. I found my own solution. Now I just take ginseng, but like only some of the time. The old doctor was like, don't take ginseng or anything, and I was like, okay, I'll stop them all for now. But I found out ginseng's fine. It's fine. The ephedrine tea wasn't fine because it pops as methamphetamines when you take a piss test, and I don't ever want to pop for methamphetamines, even if I'm just taking ephedrine tea and I know it's just ephedrine tea. It would just be hard to explain that to people who can't send it to a lab to see that it's just ephedrine and pseudoephedrine in my piss. So that one's not fine just because I don't want to pop for methamphetamines on a piss test. Because I don't take methamphetamines, man. So it's just, that one's no good. But ginseng I don't think pops for anything. I didn't look it up because I assumed it didn't. I didn't look up ephedrine either, so I probably should have to see if it popped for anything. And if I knew it popped for methamphetamines, I probably wouldn't have ever done it. But it did give me energy, more than ginseng and more than rhodiola, and it was kind of the focused energy that you look for in amphetamines, but it pops for methamphetamine, so it's not worth. Even if I don't take drug tests now. At some point, maybe I'll need a drug test if I'm looking for a job or some shit, and I don't want to be on ephedrine tea and get a positive reading for, well, a false positive for methamphetamines. So it's just not worth. Maybe I can look up. Aloe vera, snake plant, spider plant. And a health. Go do cola. I have that one in my chamomile mix. Bacopa. Over time. Ginkgo biloba. I haven't tried any mushrooms for focus. I usually just go to plants. Lion's mane mushroom. I've heard a lot about lion's mane mushrooms, so maybe it would help with focus. Rhodiola, I have rhodiola. And elythra. Adaptogenic herbs are reduced during stressful periods. I do have rhodiola. I haven't tried eleuthero. Lemon balm, holy basil. There's a few I already have, but there's a few I haven't tried. I guess I could try lion's mane mushrooms. I haven't tried lion's mane. Helps nerve regeneration. I have rhodiola, ginseng. What's the other ones I have? I don't have many that are meant to stimulate me. I have a lot more for calming me down because I used to not take diazepam and I needed some way of calming down. So I have a bunch of plants for calming down, but I don't have that many for increased focus. I don't know. Ginkgo biloba. Oh, I had another one. I had what was it called? Velvet bean, which increases dopamine, but one time I took it and I got too much dopamine and I was like, whoa, I'm hella schizo right now. At the time I didn't feel schizo because I was on too much of it, but after taking my antipsychotic and sleeping, I was like, holy shit, I was schizo. No more of that, and I threw it in the trash because I couldn't trust myself with it. I did take a lot of it, like a lot more than suggested dose. So, it wasn't great, but Velvet Bean increases dopamine, but it's not great for a schizophrenic when you do more than the suggested dose. I wish there was just like amphetamine plant. I just grew an amphetamine. That is kind of ephedrine plants, but like with ephedrine plants, the problem is they pump for methamphetamine, which isn't great. But also, I don't have a job, and I don't have to worry about getting a job. So like, really, who's gonna drug test me? The most is my doctor, and I can just be like, it's ephedrine. And they can send it to the lab and be like, yep, it was ephedrine. You're right. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I guess maybe if I do need improved focus at some point, I can buy another 2 pounds of ephedrine, but like right now I don't need it. I like it because I can just focus on stuff, but it's not something I need. I don't know. I'll wait till the full dose of my antipsychotic Raylar is in my system, and then see how it works. It's not an antagonist like the other one. That's why it doesn't make me immediately fall asleep like the other one does, but well, not immediately. The other one takes like an hour or two to feel it, but like it is a partial agonist, so it sometimes blocks dopamine, sometimes increases dopamine. So I'll see after a few weeks if it's like enough dopamine to focus completely. Because when I was on Abilify, I got plenty of energy. The problem was I didn't have a way of chilling out because I wasn't on diazepam back then. I was just on fucking Abilify and like gabapentin, I think, and a couple of other ones like an well, maybe not an SSRI, something like an SSRI, and I think that was it. But now I have a pill to chill me out if my mind gets too stressed too much, you know, so I don't think it'll be a problem. And it works slightly different than Abilify, so I think it'll be alright, but we'll give it a shot, and we should wait for it to get to a sustained dose, and then we'll see. Because as a partial agonist, it could actually just give me enough dopamine to actually function. But I can't believe it has a 200 to 400 hour half-life. That's actually insane. Well, it's not the drug, but the metabolite. Or whatever it's called when it breaks down in your liver. I think it breaks down in the liver, I don't know. I didn't read where it breaks down, but it just says it turns into DDR something, but I don't remember. Or DRR or something like that, I don't remember. Turns into something else, and that something else has a half-life of 200 to 400 hours. I don't know. I think I'm done playing League. Been an hour 20. We played one game, and then the rest of the time I was just yapping. Lots of yapping. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna take my nice headphones and listen to some cool music, I guess. In my bed, so I don't know.